Dan Hulet doesn't look like your average museum curator, and normally he isn't one. His job as Kane County Commissioner has nothing to do with museums after all, but today he's taking a tour through a place with enough treasures to fill 1,000 exhibits. An old ruin, the remnants of some past culture, an overlook that goes on forever. These aren't what most people would think of as treasures, particularly since you can't take them with you. That doesn't matter to Dan. Just because you can't put it on display doesn't mean it isn't worth showing off. Today, Dan has chosen to do just that. Give a tour of his home country in southern Utah, like a custodian at some enormous museum, one that makes up the length and breadth of Kane County in its entirety. He tours each wing by a rented Jeep from local Canyon Country Jeep rentals, and instead of long halls with columns of marble and statues of soldiers or saints, Dan's museum is marked by canyons that continue for miles, dirt roads of powder sand, and sky murals so beautiful you'd think it was painted that way.
The location of this treasure is a free one, but I guard the rest of these with the utmost secrecy, but come along. Right now we're heading north on 89 out of Kanab. We're going up towards the sand dunes, and I want to make one little stop on the way and point out a little treasure that I found out about 6 months ago. Lived here for most of my life, never even knew it was there. Go right up in the end of that canyon, see where that rock, where the shadow is on the rock there. Go just below it a little bit and you should be able to see those ruins right there.
Treasures from the past can be seen from the shoulder of the road itself. Ruins peek out from under rock as thousands drive by every day completely unaware of what this outdoor repository has to offer. You can only see so much from the beaten path, and the tour takes a turn down another hallway, one with dirt road and open sky. Here the past is as close as arm's length away, and the treasures of nature aren't found behind panes of protective glass.
It's a good day to just cruise in a four-wheel drive and enjoy the scenery. This is my little bit of a hunting area. This is where I hunt during the regular deer hunt. I've been unsuccessful the last couple of years. I've had a wonderful adventure that I'm able to share with my father and my son. It's prime for deer hunting. A lot of people would tell me not to tell you where it's at, so I'm not going to.
Dan has become the perfect tour guide, pointing toward each feature or historic marker. The trail leads through small towns barely on the map, and quiet, tucked-away shops like the Soup Town Cafe, where time seems to stand still. From there, Dan leads toward more than just nature scenes and small-town dioramas, but toward adventure itself.
This is just one of those areas that I like to come and kind of experience a spiritual experience. We have many roads, routes, trails, areas that you can experience, and you can load your family up in and take a little trip.
Dan may have pointed visitors in the right direction today, but like any good tour guide, he's only scratched the surface, and further exploration is completely up to you. The Museum of Kane County never closes, allowing for tours anytime. There are plenty of treasures to find, and guided tour or just searching on your own. Each one is worthy of being on display. From the Trailhead, I'm Steve O'Neill.